So we're just the 6 of us for today. Okay, how did you do with the Torah blessings and all those things last week?
Great.
Were you happy?
Good.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, very, very
Again,
happy.
if you have a chance to either say them at a synagogue? No, not yet, huh?
Yeah, but they're still too fast for me.
Do what? Who
Yeah,
said-
they go too fast. So by the time I get to the word, I'm like, they're done.
It's just a matter of practice.
Yeah.
But you're spitting it out, Hillary. You're getting the words. So it's just a matter of practice.
Yeah.
And I can't wait to hear when one of you actually goes to the Torah and says the blessings and reads them in Hebrew. That would be so exciting. Okay. I am now going to pull up the Shalom Aleichem unless, Diane, you want to pull it up?
I can.
Would you please, so I don't lose you?
Yeah.
It's not been one of my better days, in case you can't tell. The teaching I love, the computer I'm ready to scream. It's ridiculous. We're on page 33.
All right, hold on. I gotta share my screen. Oh, host disabled participant share screen.
Okay, hold on. Participants. Diane. No, that's not what I want to do. I don't want to screw this up completely. Claim host. Wait a minute. I have the host key here. Let me do it. All right, let me get in. Now I'll probably lose you completely.
Okay.
No, I can't see anybody. All right, let's get rid of this. I can't see anybody. Launch Zoom. This is the kind of day it's been. I can't believe this. I'm going to get rid of this. I am going to go back to Zoom. There we are. Okay. Now let's see if I can make you a co-host. I'd share the screen, but I haven't downloaded the book.
That's okay.
How do I make you a co-host?
You should be able to go into participants, I think.
Yeah.
And then right click and there should be.
I'm into participants. All right, here we go. Up. No. Tell you what, I'm going to be brave and I am going to, I'm afraid I'm going to lose you.
Wait, you know what? I'm wondering, Diane, at the bottom, if you click on participants and at the bottom there's claim host button.
I have claimed host, but I wanted to make Diane my co-host.
Yeah, I don't know if she hit that, what would happen. But
I don't have that option. The only thing I have is invite.
oh,
Yeah.
okay.
You can't share screen. Okay, hold on 1 minute. I am going to get, oh, wait a minute. I can do it. If I get rid of, I'm going to try something. If I lose you, I'll come back, hopefully. No, it's not working. Oh, I know I have to open it before, and that's what I didn't do. No, none of this stuff's going to help me. All right. I don't want to lose you. I really don't want to lose you. Wait a minute. Let's try something. I still got you in gallery, and I've still got you there. You can't get in, Diane, with the book?
You need to be able to, yes, I have it, but on my computer, but I need to be able to share it.
Okay. Wait,
What if, Diane, you just say share screen? And
I did, and
I have to let her.
it
You have
says
to let
host
her, okay.
disabled. That's yeah. She's
because when I click on participants, I see all the participants. I see, there's a invite on the bottom left, and then on the right, it says claim host. There's a button.
I have claimed host. Do you want me to let go? Wait a
I'm
minute.
just wondering if Diane has that button, if she could
I'm
claim
sure she
host.
does. I'm sure.
I do, yeah, that's what I said. The only option I have is invite. But Bonnie, maybe I'll just send you the thing and you can call it up. If you can do that, see if you can
Wait,
share.
no, it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Hold on. If I want to make Diane the host. Here, let me give you the key, Diane. 459-59.
Well, I can't put it in anywhere. It doesn't give me a box unless.
Oh, darn it. I'm telling you, I don't know.
Diane, when
Yes.
you don't click on the arrow to the right of participants, but click on the actual picture of the icon of participants. Can you do that?
Oh, yeah, I can. Oh, thank you.
when
Yes.
you do
All right.
that,
Claim
do you-
host. All right. What's the host key, Joan?
459-592.
459-592. Okay, 1 second. It says the host key you enter is invalid. Let me repeat it. It says 459-592.
That is correct.
It's saying it's invalid.
Oh, shoot. It's probably because I'm using it. All right, let me see if I can get rid of it. I don't know how. Wait a minute, let's see what this is. I honestly don't know how. Okay, here's what we are going to do. I am going to cut you back. I am going to go over here. Hold on. Open this. Now have I lost you? No.
We're here.
Oh, wait a minute. Here it is. Here it is. Here it is.
I think if you go to, go ahead.
Ta-da! Okay. How's that? All right. Now I'm going back to us. Where are you now?
Hi, everyone. Just wanted to make sure you were all set after.
No, we're struggling, Julia. We are really struggling.
Uh-oh.
I cannot believe this. I think I flunked computerese, but wait a minute. I've got the book open. There is.
So now you have to click on the video picture at the very bottom of your screen on the taskbar bar to go back to the Zoom screen.
The video of, the Zoom, this thing. Wait a minute. Now, how do I, all right, now if I want to, all right, I'm going to get here and I'm going to put share screen. Where participants, there they are. This is crazy. And then I am going to share screen. Host disabled screen sharing. Right.
You have to claim the host first.
I had done that before and then I let it go. Okay, let me do that again. I've done this before, Celia. Honestly, Julia, honestly, I have. Claim host. I'm doing it. Okay. Claim host. It says it's invalid. The one that worked before.
Maybe we have to go
Yeah,
out
because
and come back
I
in.
tried it and
Yeah,
it didn't
the
work.
same thing. I tried it earlier and it worked.
Maybe because it thinks there's already a host on or something. Should we-
No, there's no, what's the number, Joan?
459-592. No, cancel.
Okay, hold on.
Okay.
Let me see.
It worked up until now.
That's not it. That's not the number.
But that's the one I had before, and I've written.
Well, is that the one we did for our,
No, it's the one the one I used last week and the week before that.
okay, it's a different number. That's
What
not
is-
the number.
What is it?
It's, but I just made myself the host, so let me give it to you.
Well, why don't you give us the phone numbers and the codes so that if she can't get in, one of us can get in?
That's not, I just made you the host, Joan, so now you can share.
Okay, thank you, Julia.
You're welcome. So go ahead and try that.
Can you send me what the key is later? I got that. I don't have the, oh, wait, here it is.
You shared your screen,
There
Joan.
we go.
There you go.
God, miracles never cease to happen. Okay, thank you, Julia.
You're welcome. Sorry I couldn't get on earlier. I just got back.
But Julia, what is the correct host code?
No, I have to have it if I'm gonna do it. I'll give it to you.
The- Okay, the host code is 904643.
It's totally different than what was there. Okay.
But that's not to get onto the call. That's just to be
That's
able to share it.
Right. And I'm gonna, don't use it, ladies, unless I asked you, please.
Yeah.
Okay? All right, one other thing before we get started, and while Julia is on, next week, people are gonna be very busy getting ready for Pesach, and I suggest we skip next week and go to the following week. I'm seeing nodding. Everybody
Yeah, we
agree?
all agree.
Yes.
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 That's
Right,
fine.
we had planned that the Friday classes are skipping the 2 Fridays because that last Friday is Yom Tov, but Thursday is not.
So Thursday is
So,
going
so
on.
you could meet a week from, 2 weeks from today, you
Right.
could meet if you want to.
And then I'm going to have to skip, let's see what's today. I'm gonna have to skip the 5th of May, but other than that, we should be okay. Okay,
Okay.
all righty, let's go. We are on page 33. We're only 33 minutes late. We're doing great. Okay, page 30.
I don't think anyone else is on this line. If you can stay and you want to go a little bit longer, that's fine too.
Thank you. Well, yeah, I'll stay as long as everybody else is willing. Thank you so much, Julia.
Okay.
Paris, but everybody knows this is my weakness, right? Okay, this is page 33. This was the review.
Thank you.
You're
Thank
welcome.
you.
Bye-bye.
Julia.
Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat
Shabbat
shalom.
Shabbat
Hag
shalom.
Sameach, Julia.
Chag Sameach.
Chag Sameach, yes. Okay, we are on this page. This is the review page of everything we had 2 weeks ago. It has all of our letters. Who can tell me what 2 letters are the same in the first row? Or sounded the same, excuse me.
The mem. Mem Sophie.
The mem and the mem Sophie. Very good. Everybody see it?
Yep.
Good. All right, another set.
Chaf and final chaf.
Chaf and final chaf. Very good. Who was that, Karen?
Was
There we go. Chaf and final chaf. What else?
Noon and final noon.
I bet Celia, I bet. Right? Was that Celia?
It was
Teresa.
Teresa.
Teresa, I apologize. I've almost got 2 places. Noon and final noon. Thank you, Teresa. Perfect. What else? Is there anything else?
Aleph and Ayin are silent.
Island of silence. Very good. Is there a letter that has a B sound in there?
Yeah, the
Yeah,
third one.
that.
What would the B with
The
dot in the
third,
middle?
third from the end. Yeah.
Okay. How do you pronounce this letter? What is it?
Zadig,
Sadi,
That,
Not
Yeah.
Sadiq, guys, not Sadiq, Sadiq.
Zadig.
Yeah,
Sadi,
Sadiq is a righteous person. A letter. Sadiq, terrific. What's this one?
Dalit,
Dalit, good.
Dalit.
How do we tell the difference between this one and this one?
one is
One's-
below the line,
Which one is that, Teresa?
the final proof.
The final cuff is below the line, the dalit is within the line. Yoshi, perfecto, okay. What's the difference between these two letters?
The first one, the ta is the first ta, and the second one, the ta is the final ta.
Huh, no, it's not, no, they're both the same. It's not
And
final,
they're-
Same.
it's just, for our purposes, they're both pronounced tough
Okay,
sound as opposed to an S sound. If, again, and I feel I have to tell you this because I had a friend who was so confused that she didn't know it, who was taking one of these classes. If you were at Chabad or you had somebody in your congregation who was old-time Ashkenazi, this would be pronounced as an S. They say Shabbos,
well,
that's the Yiddish, but Shabbos, because it's not Shabbat, it's Shabbos. It's an S, not a T. So while we pronounce them both the same, somebody with the Ashkenazi pronunciation may not. Okay?
Mhm.
Good. What's the difference between, let's see, which ones do I want to confuse you with? This one and this one.
Bonnie had a great explanation.
Yeah,
Nova.
the Dalit is dented. The bottom line has a little sort of curves in a little bit.
That may or may not happen,
Oh, okay.
but the dented or cross would happen. It could be just two lines down and across. That's
Okay.
right. But the resh is
One
just-
line.
It's
rounded.
connected, one line
It's more
connected.
rounded.
Great.
Curvy.
you want it, you know what? I like this. I haven't heard this one before. The dalit is dented and the resh is round.
Right.
Yeah,
Or
I'm used
I
to
like
it.
to think of it as the backwards R.
Yeah, I like
Oh, yeah,
that.
that's good too.
I like that one. But the Dalit looks like it almost looks like a backwards R
Yeah,
too.
I agree with you. I get mixed up with the R and the D all the, even in the print.
Well, what you have to realize is the dalit sound always goes across the line. If you were printing it, it would just be a line down and a line across. So the curved part doesn't mean anything, but it's down and across, and it
Yes,
always
yeah.
goes beyond the vertical line.
But the resh is also,
The resh just comes around.
well, in modern, in block, it's block
It-
writing, it's, the only thing different is that the Dalit is got like, almost, it looks like a T, but it's offsides.
The dalit will always look like a T. It will always have that line across. The
Okay,
resh will never have that line across. Does that help?
no, but okay.
What did I confuse? No, seriously, I don't want to confuse you.
Do you mean that the resh is like, it's connected, it's like one connected
Yes,
line?
yes,
And the Dalit is not, it's two lines.
It's
very
double.
good.
It's
Perfect.
double. Mhm.
Okay, perfect. If you were writing the resh in cursive, it's just a curved line.
All right,
Dalit is two
Speaking
lines.
of, Joan, someone sent out the alphabet
Right.
PDF.
It's
And
Laura.
if you look at the print, if you did want to look at that, you can see what Joan is talking about. The print block letter, it looks like a T, but
Right.
doesn't go all the way across. You can see what they would look like in the block letters, what Joan was talking about.
Okay, you've got that, I don't, but I understand what you're saying. Okay,
mhm.
are we clear? Are there any letters on those first two lines that you can't remember or they confuse you or whatever? Any questions about any letter in the first two lines? No, okay, good. All right, then we have our vowels. What's the difference between, now, remember, this yud is part of the vowel. What's the difference between this and this?
The second one is a longer E.
Exactly. And for all intents and purposes, don't worry about What's the difference between this and this?
Same thing, longer
And
A.
longer.
Longer
Hooray.
A sound.
What's the sound?
A.
Longer
A.
A sound.
A, A, right, good. What's this?
Eh,
Yeah.
And this?
uh,
Uh,
All right, they're the same for our purposes, except once in a while, I'm gonna confuse you totally now. You will see this larger and it might be pronounced O, but don't worry about it. You hear people, if you hear people pronounce it, the word coal, which means all, is never cow, it's always coal. So there are a few exceptions, but for all intents, so if you hear that, don't freak out. But for all intents and purposes, they're both unless you're a Chabad or an Ashkenazi place or somebody from your congregation. As I said, we have a wonderful man in our congregation who reads beautiful Ashkenazi Hebrew, and his Haftorah is magnificent, but they're all Ashkenazi, in which case this would be all. Okay, what can you tell me, is there a relationship between these two?
Oh,
oh,
no,
Okay, what's the, if there weren't a dot above, what's this?
yeah.
vav,
Thank
Oh.
you, because it's not, we haven't had it as such, but I told you, this is a vav if there's no dot, if there's a vowel beneath it. But if there's a dot above it, it's a vowel and it's,
oh,
oh,
and if
Oh.
it's in the middle, it's,
Ooh.
ooh,
if the two dots
Silent.
down vertically,
ba,
ah,
vowel, which is,
silent,
and if
Silent.
they come across, if they come
Ooh.
across three of them, it means
ooh,
ooh.
Ooh.
you have done your work. Are there any questions about, have you read the page? Back in the day, did you spend some time reading the page?
Mm.
No?
Yes, a little
Yes.
bit.
yes,
All right, then I'm gonna challenge you. Let's go to line 5. Which really will be line 6. Well, not line 5. Who's gonna be brave and read these words with the proof? Go ahead, Bonnie.
kadosh. Kidesh,
No, that's up here.
kodesh. Kiddush, kadosh, kadsho,
Bingo, that's fabulous. You've been practicing.
yes.
I can tell, that was great. Any words you recognize in here?
Kadosh,
Kadosh,
Kadosh.
kadosh means.
kadosh, kadosh, kadosh.
Kadosh,
Exactly.
Holy.
Holy, holy,
Holy.
holy. Exactly. And there's another word here. What's this?
Kaddish.
What's that?
Kaddish.
Douche,
No, not Kaddish.
Kaddish.
douche,
Kaddish.
Kiddush.
Kiddush,
Kiddush. Kiddush would be the Yiddish. Kiddush is when, you know, when you go and you eat something after you pray. Kiddush.
Douche.
Kadosh is holy. Kadsho is who. We don't have Kaddish in here because I don't know why they didn't put it in. It would have been a good one to put in because they all have the same root, which comes from the word holy. Okay, now it's going to get trickier. I'm going to like a volunteer to get the second line with the proofs, which is much harder. Who's brave?
Teresa,
Go ahead, Teresa.
Kad Shaka, Ki Shanu, Kidash,
That's right.
Kidash, Ta, Mikadesh,
Mikadesh.
Mikadesh.
Perfect, perfect, perfect. Any word you recognize there that you've been saying sort of by rote forever?
Ishanu.
Shanu,
Shanu, the mitzvotav, right. Who made us holy with the commandment? It's the same root, holy. And now whenever you see a word with those 3 letters, you know it has to relate to holiness. How about that? Okay, does anyone know what this word is?
Where?
Beginning of line 7.
Kol,
Kol.
Kol is a voice. Kol Adonai is the voice of the God, of the Lord. So that's anything with that root. This word, Kuf Resh Aleph, means I'm sorry, I am confused. All right, it means to read. I'm not going to stay on it because it's only going to confuse you. Let's go to line 10. What's that letter? It's the newest one we have, I think.
Say,
Sadi.
Got it.
Not Sadiq, Sadi. And this is a word from the prayer which we've been learning, which is
Say Taha.
say them. Don't, yeah, say them. Blend right into that talk.
say to him.
You
Say
recognize
them.
that from anything you've been doing by rote.
So say Tam.
Say-
Say,
Shalom. It means to leave. The angels are leaving. Say come shalom. Go out. Malachai Hashem, the angels of peace. So that's leaving. Go. What's this word?
Slime.
It's Ryan.
What's Mitzrayim?
It's fine.
Raim.
Okay, let's try something else. What's this?
ye see,
Ziyata.
Yacht. Yacht.
Yitziat.
It's
Yitziat.
Siat.
Yitziat.
It's Ryan.
right.
Mitzrayim. To go out from Mitzrayim. What do we celebrate? It's the Mitzrayim. We're going out of from
Egypt.
Egypt.
It's Egypt. That's right. Sorry. Oh, ooh, what's this word? 12.
Motzi.
Amotzi.
And the next word.
Matzah.
Matzah.
Yeah. These are words you're going to say at the Seder. Amotzi lechem min haaretz and aleph hilach matzah, right?
Matzah.
Yeah.
Matzah. Yeah, that's the stuff we're going to be sick and tired of after
One
6
day.
days, so. No, I can go about 4 days. And I didn't buy 5 pounds this year. I only bought.
Rut soup, right. Rut.
Where were
Which
you?
one- Which line do you want?
Where were you?
I was on 14, number 2.
Oh, you were reading it right. What is
Matzah.
So.
Rut soup.
Ratzon? Right.
So,
Ratzon. It's the O. What's this one?
Zet,
Sadiq.
Sadiq.
Sadat.
Zedek.
Sedek. Sedek.
Sedek, Sedek, Tirdo. Sadiq.
Sadiq,
This is prayer.
Wow.
Sadiq, Katama, Yifrach, Yifrach. A tzedek, a holy man. And if it's Sadiq is a holy man, Sadiqim are
Holy Land.
Holy men.
holy men. Im is always a plural for the masculine. And tzedakah,
Tzedakah.
what is tzedakah?
Charity.
Charity.
No,
Acts of kindness.
Hexagon.
no, it has to do with Sadiq. It's holiness.
Holiness.
Ah.
We don't normally translate that way, but it is not charity. Tzedakah is a mitzvah. What is a mitzvah?
Commandment.
A commandment. It is a mitzvah to give tzedakah. It's not because it makes you feel so good. That's what charity is about. It comes from the Latin to feel good. Carry on. If this is tzedakah, it's a mitzvah. And yes, we translate it charity, and sometimes it's necessary to do that. But giving tzedakah is not a mitzvah. It's not charity. And in these days, especially, I'm sure you're all doing what I'm doing. I'm going to a meeting later with a bag of food that they have requested for the Ukraine. And these pleas that we're getting, and you think about it, these pleas that we're getting from so many places for help in the Ukraine, and how can I do it? What can I do? How much can I do? Because it is a mitzvah. That's why we feel this way. That's why you can't just say, oh, leave me alone. When I get called by somebody who's supposedly representing somebody, I can say, I'm busy, I can't help you. But when you think about what you know, a genuine request, you understand why it is holiness and why it is a commandment. Do you all understand what I've been saying?
Mhm.
Does it make sense?
Yep.
Mhm.
Okay, what's this word? This is a word you should know.
Zion.
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 Yeah.
Zion.
Thank you. Oh, Teresa, you are on it. Sion. Sa is
Zion.
Zion,
Zion.
Zion, Zion. And this one?
ZZ.
Oh, I want to hear
ZZ.
Seat.
ZZ.
Seat.
ZZ.
Seat.
one of those.
TT.
It's the fringe on the talit.
Alice.
Exactly. And of course, the commandment that is observed by Orthodox men is to always wear the tzitzit. And so they wear an undergarment with tzitzit, which may or may not show. But the tzitzit on your talit, if you wear a talit, that's what it is. That's what you hold when you say the Shema and do the third paragraph with the word tzitzit. Comes up 3 times in the paragraph, which is why you kiss the tzitzit 3 times. Good job. Ready to move on?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Good. All right. All right, we need the next page. I need 34. I'm doing well today, aren't I? There we go. 34. Unit 5. Huh, now they're introducing the shpa. Okay. Is there any problem reading that first, those words in the box at the top of the page?
It's just you have the vav in it.
Got a vav right here. Right.
What about Joan, the olive with the 5 dots
The aleph with the dot.
on the first line in the box?
Okay, that's, I think I explained that, but I understand why it's an F. Sometimes grammatically, I mean, if you're taking a test to go to university in Israel, anybody doing that? No, okay, I'm not either. You would have to know the very, every little thing about the grammar of the Hebrew language. And grammatically, I'll explain why in this case. It should be a shva, technically, but if it were just a shva, you couldn't pronounce it at all. So they get the shva there, but they give it a vowel too. So you can pronounce it because the aleph is silent. It's Elohim. If you see the shva in front of another vowel, ignore it. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
What is this?
It's the kid, it's the lighting the candles, the blessing before the candles on Shabbat.
So tomorrow, when you light candles, can you open to page 34 and read it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
Wouldn't that be exciting?
Yeah.
I mean, not only you cover your eyes, but maybe this once you could just read it and realize that you are able to read it. Okay. Now we come to the Shva. They're finally telling us what it is. They've needed it for so long, it's been ridiculous. Okay, let's go. If the Shva comes under for the first letter of a word, you have to pronounce it. The. So this word is,
Bracha.
Oh, Rocha.
and this
Bracha.
word is bracha. Right, what's a bracha?
Prayer.
Blessing.
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 Because
Blessing.
it comes from blessed, Baruch. All right, what's this one?
Tzedakah.
Tzedakah.
Tzedakah. Yeah.
Tzedakah.
Times haven't we? What's this one?
Barit.
Read.
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 I do not know. Yeah, I guess you pronounce it. It's, oh, this one you know.
Shema.
Shema.
Shema. Kadusha.
Not ka,
Kedusha.
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 Make them
Shalom.
shalom. Shalom. It's under the first letter of the word, and you have to pronounce it so you can pronounce the letter. In all of these cases. You all know the okay. Here we are. I was saying shalom and so forth. These are all words out of that. Shalom aleichem. We've done it. I don't know. Malachei elyon. Now, when you can, line 4, when you can blend into a spa, it closes the syllable. You understand?
Mhm.
When you can
Mhm.
blend into a shpa, it closes the syllable. So it's Malach. And again, they have the vowel with the shva because you couldn't pronounce it otherwise. So it's Malach. Malachi Hashalom, Malachi.
Elyon.
No,
This is that prayer coming over and over. So whenever you see the shva, if you can blend into it, you do, and that closes the syllable. Normally, a syllable is a letter and a vowel, but with the shva, if you can blend into it, that becomes a single syllable. And then if it, here, when you have the chaf at the end of a word, the chaf sofit, it must have a vowel. Sometimes it has a shva, as in the word,
Baruch.
Baruch.
and sometimes it has an a vowel, as in the word,
Shah.
but this is all one word.
Oh,
Kadashah.
No, slow down. First syllable, you blend in.
Shakha,
Kad,
Kadshah.
no, kashek, kashek.
Had Shakha,
I heard it. I think that was
Had Shakha.
Had Shakha. You
Had
blend into the shva, then you have to pronounce it because it's the beginning of a syllable.
Okay.
Shakha. Okay.
So it's Kad
Shikha.
Ha.
Shakha.
This one, Lahadli.
Lahadik.
Lahadli.
Godly.
Excuse me one second. I've got to get some water.
God.
Lahadli,
Shakha.
Lahad,
ner,
Hey, what's that word?
lahadli,
What is that? Recognize it?
yeah, but I don't know what it is.
Candles. Lighting.
Right.
Like the Shabbat candle, exactly, Hadli. The light. Okay. The shva. Here it says it shortens the vowel. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just if you see it, if you see the shva in front of another vowel, just pronounce the other vowel. I think that is just confusing. It would confuse me. Generally speaking, if you can blend into a shva, you do. If you have to pronounce the shva to pronounce the letter, you pronounce it. That would be the beginning of a word or the beginning of a syllable occasionally. Are there any questions? Because we've been reading the shva all along. Okay,
okay.
moving along. We've had this. What is this?
Oh,
Oh,
Of course. Is there any problem with any of those lines? Howard, I'm going to read a word, and you're going to read.
so,
Excuse me?
nothing. I was just reading out loud on Word.
Which word?
The line 3, the first one, it's matzot.
What's that?
Matzah, plural, right?
Plural. Thank you. The plural of a feminine word, which matzah is. That's a single and a feminine ending is oats. So matzot are matzahs. Matzot. The ones you're going to be sick of how many of days you choose.
so,
Matzot. Okay. If there's no dot in the middle or on top, it is a.
Above.
They hadn't did all of this, right?
A
Yeah.
V sound.
Ivanu.
Oh yeah, this word. What's this word?
It's
It's
Ivana.
Ivanu.
Ivanu.
What does that mean, Joan?
Shivani lahak ner shel Shabbat.
Shabbat. Yeah.
It comes
No.
from. It's absolutely. It comes from the word. Don't mind me. I'm losing words these days in my old age. Mitzvah. It comes from the word mitzvah. What's a mitzvah?
A commandment.
And Ivanu, he commanded us. Lahadlik, to light the candles of Shabbat. Let's go back to the top. Is it on this page? Yeah. Here we go. Let's look. Baruch atah Adonai, praised are you, O God. Eloheinu, we know the U is always us or we. Our Melech, our God, the King of the universe. Asher Kiddushanu, who commanded us b'mitzvotav, with his commandments, v'tzivanu, and commanded us, the same, I'm sorry, Asher Kiddushanu, who made us holy, kadosh. Asher Kiddushanu, who made us holy, b'mitzvotav, with his commandments, v'tzivanu, and commanded us, lahadlik ner shel Shabbat.
To light.
To light the
Light.
Shabbos.
Shabbos candles, wow.
Wow. So not only now when you say it, not only will you be able to read it, you will understand what you're reading. I don't know, for me, that would be like a major milestone. I hope it is for you.
Mhm.
Because I was, this class is theoretically to read Hebrew, but if you don't understand a few words, I think it's not fun. You're just being a puppet. Okay, on line 4 here, all the verbs with all the vowels. I don't think we need to go over them. We've done the vowels and you know the verb, right? You're brilliant. You are. Mitzvot, mitzvot. Okay, mitzvot equals mitzvot. This has to be a verb because the body already has a vowel. It's closed. This is a closed syllable. Mitzvot sounds like it. You wouldn't write it this way ever, but it sounds like this. Again, we've had that.
Nice.
Any questions on that? I don't know where this double verb comes from. I've never seen that. I think they're trying to show you what it might be written like, but you know that if you have a verb that has an O over it, it's an O vowel. It's a dot over it, it's an O vowel, and a dot in the middle, it's an U vowel, right?
Mhm.
I don't think that confuses any of you at all. Okay. I think we can move on. It says the shva shortens the vowel. Don't worry, it's not important. 35. I'm trying to do it the right way and it isn't working. That's 38. 35. Okay. 35. Oh my gosh. Oh, the mitzvot, not so. 36. That's all the same thing. That's 36. It's the same thing again. I don't even want to do page 36. To me, page 36 is confusing. You all know the correct thing. You all can read this bracha. You all understand this bracha. Tomorrow night, when you light candles, you're going to know exactly what you're saying. And if you have it in front of you, instead of covering your eyes this once, I'm sure there's no problem there because unless it bothers you from observing point of view. The reason we cover our eyes, does anybody know why we cover our eyes to light the candles?
Oh,
Good
what?
notice.
Someone tell me, and then go ahead, Bonnie first.
Go ahead, Bonnie.
Oh, I don't know. Please tell me. I'm not sure.
I was
told, good.
I was told that you close your eyes so you can, when you see the words, when you are reciting the prayer, you see the words, so it's much more holy for you.
Yeah, if that works for you. Any other ideas?
No, I was told that.
I was told to cover your eyes so there's no distraction and you can absorb the holiness of the beginning of Shabbat.
What's the real reason?
Yeah.
I like those reasons. I do. When you do anything else, before you eat, you say the blessing of Hamotzi Lechem Min Haaretz before or after you eat the bread.
You say the motif
Before.
first. Yeah, before.
And when you read Torah, you do the blessings, the start of the blessings before or after the Torah reading.
Before. And after, actually, right?
Well,
You
there's a
read the,
different set of blessings. There are different set of blessings. Okay.
yeah.
When you, let's see, how can I? Generally speaking, I'm not going to belabor this. Generally speaking, you say the blessing and then perform the act, right?
Mhm.
Lighting candles, you have to light it before you can bless it.
Mm.
So when you cover your eyes, so you're not looking at it until you said the blessing. Make sense?
Because we perform the act first, so we have to close our eyes so we don't see that we performed it.
That's what I've always.
I like
been.
my reason better.
What? Like the holiness one better?
I like mine better, sweeter.
Whatever works for you. I'm not gonna argue. I'll just tell you what I've always been taught.
Oh,
I've
wow.
taught and taught. Okay. So anyway, we are, you know, these blessings, you can read all these words. You're really in very good shape. We're probably ahead of the other classes. I have a funny feeling. Let's look at 37. Oh, what's this?
Gimel.
Gimel.
Oh,
Gimel. We've had the Gimel, haven't we? Just in passing.
No.
I think we
No,
have.
not for me.
Well, it came up and I told you what it was. Okay, but now you have it for real. What's Geffen?
Where's
Well,
this? There's a get. Oh, why is there two G's there?
You mean where is it, or agafen is the wine?
Goffin.
Oh, it is a one.
definitely.
Not
Goffin.
wine?
Geffen comes from the bracha of the wine.
Gimel.
I'll tell you. I'm not going to play games with you.
Is that that's a Gimel and a fa and a fa?
A fay, yes. Have we not had a fay? I don't think.
No, I'm just looking at the
No.
cheat sheet.
We had the fay, right?
No.
Gafen.
Do we have the
Goffin,
fay?
yeah.
No.
No.
All right. This is an F sound, folks. Look. And if it had a dot in it, it would be a P. So now
Oh
you're
my
2
God.
pages ahead. I don't know. This book has, I have to discuss this with Julia. I know the reason it was donated. And sometimes you have to take what you get. But this is a fay. It's an F sound. Geffen is the vine. Borei pri ha geffen blesses the fruit of the vine. Pri is the fruit of. There's a bracha borei pri ha eitz, the fruit of the tree, to eating an apple. Before you dip an apple in honey in Rosh Hashanah, you say borei pri ha eitz. When you're drinking wine or eating grapes or drinking grape juice, you say borei pri ha gafen because it's the fruit of the vine. It's that simple. Okay, you know your vowels. You know vowels here. What's this word here?
God.
Adol.
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 Gadol.
Hadol. Hadol.
Gadol.
Hadol.
Da. It's a gimel. Gadol.
Adol.
Hadol.
She's big. This is
Gil.
Gil.
Gil. Gil.
Gil.
Deal.
is everybody getting it? We're few in numbers and I'm letting you shout out, but am I leaving anyone behind on this? Is there anyone confused? Please speak up. Okay, good. I'm glad you're not, but I don't want to lose. What's this one?
Goulash.
Gula.
La.
Allah.
So they had a chin, it'd be goulash.
Gula.
Allah.
Gula.
Yes.
Gay.
Ga- Ula.
Gaula.
Get ula.
Ula.
Yes, a very
Get
short
ula.
yes. Ula. Gula. Get ula. What's this one?
Garia.
Maria.
What's the second letter?
Maria.
V.
Yeah, above, right. So what's the word?
V.
V.
Via.
Yeah.
Yeah. The via. Right.
Via.
The via. Okay, what's this word?
Gay. Gay.
God.
Gare.
Good. Yeah. And this
Gare.
one is,
God.
Dog.
Gog.
and this one is.
God.
Gone.
Gone.
Have you ever heard the word
Gone.
gun? Have you ever heard the word gun before?
Yeah,
Yes, but what does it mean?
Where have you heard it?
the gone is the, like the first.
Like
Israel.
like the first grade gone.
Like in Israel, like names of places or something? I don't know.
Yeah, probably. It means garden. Gan Eden. You've all heard Gan Eden. the
Oh,
garden.
okay.
Oh, Garden of Eden.
Garden. Yeah. Okay, this one.
Gum.
Gom.
Also. Let's see how much can I do? Guys, I can't confuse you very well today. This one. That's a funny one.
Gavia.
Gavi. Yeah.
Via.
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 V-
Always, the accent generally
Via.
falls, okay, the accent generally falls on the next to the last syllable, sometimes on the last syllable. The via, which is the last syllable in this case, yes. Oh.
What does that mean, Joan?
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm not, I don't think, I
They're
have,
not real words.
you can trump me on a lot of words. I can fight with cab drivers and handle in Israel, but my spoken Hebrew is not as good as it could or should be, despite 25 times being in the country, and I haven't been in years, and I'm not going back, so.
Oh,
25,
Oh, you should.
I don't have the energy for the trip. I'm too old.
No.
it's
Yeah,
just a figure in your imagination.
no. Tell my body. No, I haven't. The last time was really difficult for me.
So
The
New
travel.
Gila. So 5 is New Gila.
New Gila, April. Which one are you looking at? This one?
The first word in 5.
I'm 5.
Sorry. say it again.
Nagila.
What's that?
Nagila.
That sound should be familiar.
Nagila.
Hava Nagila.
Hava Nagila.
Nagila.
What is this one?
No.
Go.
Adol.
Adol.
Thank you. I want to hear a gimel, not a nun there. Remember the difference between the gimel and the nun. The gimel has a gap. Maybe that's the way to remember it. The nun comes around. Here's the, okay, you got the two of them next to each other. Look at the difference between the nun and the gimel.
Yeah.
Nagi.
Agila.
How would you pronounce this?
Go.
Oh.
Go.
Gaol.
But there's a yud there.
Gaol.
No.
Yo.
Boy.
Go.
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 My
Go
turn.
go yard.
Close. My turn.
Okay.
Thank you. Goy.
Goy.
Oh, good is oi. Goy.
Mm.
Oi. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oi.
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 Okay.
Oi Vesmir. Yeah, exactly. Oh yeah. Oi. So that word is
Goy.
Goy.
Go.
Goy Israel.
right. What's this?
Adola.
Gadula. Gadula.
Adola.
Dula, right? I want to.
La.
You guys are too good today. I want to hear a very, very short et or dula or dula.
Dula.
What's this one?
Igdal.
Yigadal.
Igadal.
Go.
Yig. Please. Yigdal. Yeah, Yigdal of those. Yes, that's exactly right. Yigdal of those. Yeah. The end of the service. It's coming to an end. I'm going to get out of here. That's Yigdal. But it's Yigdal. The shva closes the syllable, not Yigadal, but Yigdal. The shva closes the syllable when it can. Oh, here's one you know.
Go.
What's that? Where have you heard that before? I heard it. Somebody said it. What pronoun?
Go.
Mourner's Kaddish.
Yes.
Any Kaddish.
Yeah.
Any Kaddish.
Kaddish.
Exactly. Kaddish. It's a Kaddish. Okay, and it comes from the word gadol.
Gadol.
Gimel Daled Lamed. Okay, moving along. Guess what it has here? Let's read. No, I want one person to read. Who's going to be brave? Hillary.
You're having an off day. I already spilled bleach on my floor.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Yit gadol.
Vowel. What's this vowel?
Yit gadol. Vit ka va wait, that's an E. Vayit Karesh.
No, it's a Dalet.
Oh, Vayit Kadesh.
Yika,
Ikadesh.
no, what's the vowel? Right here.
Ah, Ikadash.
All right, so the whole word is,
Gosh.
Well,
No,
I
V.
want Hillary to read it, please. What's the whole word, Hillary?
Shalom. Vit
The,
vet eat kadash.
the
Eat
yika,
kadash.
next word,
Shemay
Shemay.
Rabah.
So what's
Wait, that's part of the mourner's Kaddish.
or any Kaddish. Not just the
Yika-
morning, every Kaddish. Yikadal, Yikadash, Rabba.
I
What is,
eat
what is the point of Kaddish in the service? Does anybody know?
to remember the people that are no longer with us.
That's when you're, well, that's what you say when you're doing the morning's Kaddish, but there are other places the Kaddish comes up. The Kaddish is the separating part. If you go to shul on Shabbat morning, first they're going to do the early morning song, and then there'll be a Kaddish. And then they get into the regular service, and then there'll be a Kaddish. Then there's the Torah service, and then there'll be a Kaddish. And then there's the conclusion. The Kaddish divides the different parts of the service.
Shemay Rabah. Vit Kadash. Vit Kadash. Shemay Rabah.
Yeah. Celia, you want to try it? My name?
Yitzkadal, Yitzkadash,
No.
Kadash,
Why? Celia reads beautifully, but she's doing something.
Kadash,
What's the second letter in the word here, sweetheart?
Yit,
Yeet. You are pronouncing it in the Ashkenazi way, which is the way you've heard it all your life, and it's not wrong.
yeah,
But if you're davening with the Sephardi pronunciation, it's Yit Gadal.
Yit, okay, Yit, Kadal, Yit, Kadash, Shemay, Rabbah.
Okay, who hasn't read it? I want to see everybody. I don't see it. Who hasn't read it? That didn't help. Who hasn't read it?
Teresa.
Karen,
Yes, go ahead.
Yit Gadal, Yit Kadash, Shemay Rabbah.
Bingo. Anybody else want to try it?
I'd like to try it.
Go ahead, Bonnie.
Eat Kadash.
Oh, no.
V'yit-
See what? Stop and read.
Okay. Vit Kadash.
What's this letter?
Gadal. Vit Kada. Ga. Vit Gad. Gadal. Vit Gadal. Vit. Vit Ta.
Yeet blends into the shva, closes the syllable. But yeet,
Vit Ka. Dash. Shamay. Shamay. Rabbah.
wow, I wish Julia was still on. She would be bursting with pride with you guys. You're doing so well. What is the time? Do you want to go for a few more minutes? You guys
I
are
have to go.
go. Okay. I am going to stop now. I am going to apologize 100 times for what happened earlier. I don't know why. I've never had that happen before. I would like, we are on page, I want to make sure, 37. Please review. You've got 2 weeks now in between all the cooking and the cleaning and the everything else. See if you can find time to review a little, and we'll pick it up here in 2 weeks, okay?
Yes.
And I'm going
Thank you.
I am going to send an email to the other people and let them know where we are and that there's no class next week.
Joan, this is recorded, correct?
It is, it's very complicated to get onto, but it is recorded.
Okay, so if somebody who wasn't on, are they able to go back and listen to this recording sometime later?
Yes.
Okay, and how do
I
they
would
do
have
that?
I would have to figure out how that's, I've sent it out before. I can send it out again. I thought it was written down somewhere. It's very complicated.
But
Okay,
they're
'cause-
behind. They're not
Because
current.
Rochelle had asked me, to find out if it's recorded and how
It
she
is
would be able.
recorded. It is recorded. And I
Okay,
know Michelle wasn't here today, and I know why. And who else wasn't here? Diane Goldenberg. And I know why too. She's a musician. Okay,
Oh,
we had a concert. Okay, I will get an email out to these three people, and I will tell them we're up to page 37, and that there'll be no class next week. And I
Okay.
thank you all for bearing with me. I hope it won't happen again. I don't know why I had such a time today, but it was much frustrating. Thanks for hanging in until I finally figured it out. And
None-
Your teaching is
Uh-huh.
worth it, Joan.
yeah, it is. We all stayed.
well, I love it too, and otherwise I would never be doing this, believe me. At this point in my life, I do two things I love. I teach Hebrew and I lead a choral group, and those are my things.
Okay.
And if they ask me to do anything else, been there, done that.
All
So.
right. Hasamek, everyone.
All right,
Hasameah.
Hasameah.
Hasameah,
Hasameah.
peace and
Bye-bye.
Pesach. Thank you.